Appreciate Destin coming on the show. Now we're going to switch lanes a little bit, kind of go NAIA, also D2, and talk about a coach that has made the jump from one league to the next, and that's this man right here, Doug Socha, taking the job at Lenoir-Rhyne. What a get for the Bears. They lose their head coach just 2 weeks ago, and we talked about it on the show, Mike Jacobs, who's taking the job at an FCS playoff contender over there in Mercer, and he goes on, obviously bigger and better. They've got another coach that is doing the exact same thing, albeit maybe a couple levels lower. This seems like a great get for the Bears over at Lenoir-Rhyne, a team that has had a lot of playoff success in recent history, even going back just to this year. They've certainly made some noise in the playoffs. And right there, Chuck Bittner from DJFootball.com, our guy over there, he says, in 6 years at Kaiser, a record of 55-15, 5 conference championships, 5 playoff appearances, 2 trips to the finals, and obviously this past year, the national championship from a team that just started a football program not 8 years ago, I do believe. This is just all really incredible stats from a guy that knows how to win, and it's very impressive. He was the head coach there for 6 years, so he won the conference all but one and made the playoffs all but 1 year. Like, those kind of numbers you cannot make up. And another couple pieces of, stats and other things there. They had a 786 winning percentage overall, a 916 winning percentage in the Sun Conference. And when you look at their schedule this year, there are only 2 losses at the beginning of the year. If I do believe, I'll double check right now, both to Division II teams. Not even 2 NAIA squads. They matched up against some quality Division II opponents in the first couple weeks of the season. And, I think they got better because of it. Yeah, they lose to Mississippi College by 3 in week 1. And then they go and play Valdosta State at Valdosta, in Titletown. A Valdosta team that made it all the way to the national quarterfinal in Division II. They lose that one. And they've had some very quality wins, over the last couple of years. The best part, I think, for Lenoir-Rhyne, I think to be encouraged by this, is that Jacobs resigns officially to take the Mercer job less than 2 weeks ago. And the timing of this is so important. And it's just bravo to them being able to get this done. And also to, I would assume, Coach Jacobs kind of letting them know that this is happening. This is not the kind of deal where Mike Jacobs walks into the office and takes the paper and throws it on the AD's desk and says, I'm gone tomorrow. This is something where plan this out. It's an amicable parting of 2 parties, parting ways. And then that, in turn, helps the program to stay successful and be timely in the hiring of a new coach. And it's the way it's supposed to be done. And I think the most important part of this, too, I keep echoing that, is that it's before signing day. Signing day is just over a week from the time I'm recording this right now. And so you have a week now with a new coach who I'm assuming is going to take the first couple days and week to get his staff in place. And now all of a sudden you can retain that signing class, or at least attempt to retain that signing class that Lenoir-Rhyne has going on over there, which is a good one. And that's big because now for a team that maybe doesn't have that luxury, who has a vacant head coaching spot right now, they're trying to get all that stuff wrapped up right now because the signing period right now is so crucial, especially for these Division II, NAIA, D3 type of squads that are all competing for the same kind of echelon of kids there. So bravo to Lenoir-Rhyne making this, getting this done. It seems like a really good get for them. And this guy has certainly won. He's a proven winner and has enough on his resume, I think, to argue for maybe not a head coaching job at some larger D1s, but certainly other type of positions. So while this definitely is an upgrade, it's not a reach. I certainly don't think it's a reach. We've seen a lot of what this Kaiser team has had to offer. When you lose your starting quarterback going into the national championship game and beat the defending undefeated national champions, your resume is pretty freaking good. So we'll get Schwarzler on here, I think, next week to probably talk more about this, but really excited for those guys and excited for Division II to have a really another great coach coming into the fold.